What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going back in the gym once again. This is our fourth workout of the week, which means I still have no clue what we're doing, because that's kind of the trend. I never know what I'm doing in the gym until I walk in the gym and see on Body Space what my actual workout is. So I know I'm doing something today, I just don't know what it is. I know it's not abs and it's not a lot of cardio work, just going to be some jump rope for cardio, but I have no clue other than that what the lift's going to be. So I have a bunch more BCAAs to finish, and then I'm going to go ahead and head into the gym. And the good news is I'm actually in a mood to work out today. Yesterday, I was not in a great mood to work out. The gym was really overcrowded, and the workout took way too long to complete, but it was still a good workout. But today I'm actually really fired up and want to go ahead and hit some numbers and actually get in the gym, and partly because I did a voiceover part of leg day this morning, so it kind of worked out well and got me fired up to go to the gym. So it's about 9:30 in the morning, and I'm about to go get some gym work done, and then I have a bunch of YouTube and life stuff to do. So busy day today, a lot's going on. I'm gonna go ahead and hit these numbers in the gym, and then fortunately enough, there's a lot of videos to do, so I have a lot to record for this channel for next week, because I'm not going to be doing a lot of working out videos next week because it's the same program over and over again. So I'll still record parts, but I'm not going to record entire workout stuff. Maybe I'll just record the entire week and then sum it up in one video for you guys at the end of the week that's maybe 15 or 20 minutes long. So we'll see. I'm not sure exactly what I want to do, but I want to do some grocery shopping type videos, show you guys what I get there, also show some food stuff, some different ideas with food that I make. I make a lot of crazy stuff, so that's it. I just had a great breakfast with about 66 grams of protein, 35 carbs, and 17 fat. So a lot of protein was in this meal, and no protein powder. I typically like to stay away from protein powder, just because I typically get all my protein from whole food sources anyway, like eggs and turkey and ham and stuff like that. So I just use protein powder as kind of like a way to fill, but I don't really often need that filler anyway. So maybe like once a week or twice a week I have protein powder, because I just don't need it usually. So anyway, that's enough rambling about protein powder. I'm going to finish these BCAAs that are very delicious from Cellular Core, and then I'm going to go ahead and get in the gym and work on something that I don't know what it is. So we'll see, and I'll see you guys in a few minutes in the gym. Alright, welcome to the voiceover part of this video. We're back in the gym once again for a chest day. I seem to never know what the workout is when I go in, and then I open up Body Space and look at my program and go, oh yeah, it's a chest and back day, or it's a leg day, or whatever. And I've finally like memorized my program, that's not a word, but memorized my program to the point where I actually know what I'm doing each day. So like today, I know I'm going to go in the gym and it's going to be a shoulder day, and then tomorrow's going to finish the week with legs, and then we'll have a cardio day as well. And kind of a weird thing that happened was I started this program on a Tuesday, so my weeks aren't really weeks, although it's kind of weird because I'm doing 7 days on, 1 day off right now for this week, so it's not within the constraints of 1 week, this program. So in the future, what it'll probably be is 3 days on, 1 day off, 3 days on, 1 day off. So my training week is going to be 8 days instead of 7. So it's always a little bit weird, but at the end of the day, if you're in the gym, you're hitting each muscle group, you're fine, right? It doesn't need to be 7 days specifically where you take 5 days on, 2 days off, or 6 days on, 1 day off, or maybe a 3-2 and then a 2-1 or something like that. So everyone's program is different. What I recommended is just pulling up something like Body Space if you're a beginner. They have a lot of great programs. We'll go through those in a separate video, but I found a program that I really like, and I altered it to the way that I lift and the things that I like. So I took the Arnold program on Body Space, and I changed it, right? I didn't like having 5 sets for everything. I only do 5 sets for my major lifts, like deadlift, squat, bench, stuff like that. So I changed things around. You guys can kind of see what programs I do, and it's all in the description, of course, everything I do and all the weights and everything like that. So for this one, it is, of course, chest day, as I mentioned. So we start out with a good bench press here, doing some warm-up sets at 135 for 12 reps, just trying to get a little bit of that activation in the shoulders, the chest, the arms, kind of activating on my body before I get up to my heavier sets, my heavier working sets. And with this whole set right here, it's supposed to be a set of 5, and then as many reps as possible at each weight. But what I did was I didn't feel good about a lot of these reps, so I went ahead and changed that to 6 sets, and then I dropped the weight down to just a plate on each side, so 135 pounds. So things were a little bit different. They felt not as good as my last chest day, which was earlier in the week, and it may be just because it's later in the week and my body's starting to get sore from the entire week of lifting. But as you can see here, doing a few more reps at, I think this is 155 pounds, and I went for 7 reps of this weight. So that felt good. This whole set did, but then again, we're only talking 155 pounds, so it shouldn't feel too bad. After that, I bumped up the weight right here to 165. And it's kind of hard to tell, but you can kind of see the edges of these plates on the side, these 5-pound plates on each side. But this went up for only 4 reps, as you can see here, and it really got to be a little bit of a grinder. Hitting my last one here, you guys are going to see how much of a grinder it becomes. And then I go ahead and rack up and move up the weight to 175. And I think something also important to point out is the way I bench and the way I work out is a lot of it's quick. Like my workouts in the gym aren't 2 or 3 hour things. They're like 30, 40, 50 minutes at most, maybe an hour. But what I like to do is take little breaks in between. You can see here this grinder at 175, I think, for my 3rd rep. A lot of that is because my arms are really dead by this point, right? I've only spent 3 or 4 minutes on the bench in total, and I'm hitting reps really quickly. So a lot of the time it looks like I'm really struggling like I am here, and a lot of it's just because I've just done a rep or a set right before this. And then finishing up right there, you guys saw 185 for 1, and I didn't feel so good about the way it went up. It was really slow. The weight wasn't feeling good. So I dropped the weight down to 135 and hit 5 more reps just because I wanted to make sure my chest was really getting burned out here and continue to get that weight up. So a little bit of a weird chest day, but it felt good at the end of the day. It just felt a little weird. So like I said, I tossed in one more set just to make sure my chest was really getting activated and burnt out. And then here we moved on to some barbell incline bench press, and the weights were pretty much the same as last week. I did move up some of the reps, so that was kind of nice to see. As you can see here at 195, I went for 12 reps of this, and then after this I tossed on 10 pounds on each side, so moving up to 115 and hitting that for 8 reps, as you're gonna see. But I will say that my incline bench does feel pretty good. I really like incline benching. You can't do much weight, and it's kind of nice, right, to not bro lift your incline bench, but you can really feel your whole upper body working with this. And it does add in a little shoulder as the more incline you get. So if you actually work all the way straight up and down, it becomes a shoulder press. So somewhere in between, you're doing shoulders and chest, and it does start to feel really, really tiring on your chest. You can really feel your chest burning out, which is always a good thing when you're trying to get those PRs and all your lifts up in general. So it's always good to feel your chest and things like that being sore afterwards. And I think it's just a big thing for me is when I go in the gym and I know a program is working and I know my lifts are working, is when the next day or even right after going to the gym, I feel good and I feel really energized, and then I immediately feel sore. And that's a good thing, right? It means your muscles are tearing and they're rebuilding. And at the end of the day, that's just how you get bigger. So as you can see here, working up to heavier sets, I'm up to 130, I think, right here for 5 reps. If I'm looking at the right set, which I think it was this one, 130 for 5 reps, as you can see going up here, or it's 125 for 6, but I think it's 130 for 5. And then jumping up 10 more pounds up to 140. As you can see here, it looks like a lot of weight on the bar just because I'm using little plates to start. It's really only the equivalent of a plate and a couple little plates on the sides, but one big plate, 145, and some little weights on the side. And you can see here grinding out 140 for 3 reps, and that concludes the shoulder exercise. And then I go ahead and move on to a superset of dumbbell flies, which is also combined with those overhead presses that I do. And I actually want to look on my phone here and see what they're really called. They're called straight arm dumbbell pullovers. That's what they're actually technically called, at least in body space. And I like this combination because it does isolate the chest, and both of them are meant to be chest exercises that build strength. But I really feel my chest getting used when I'm doing dumbbell flies. And then the straight arm pullovers are just good kind of as, I don't want to say a break for my chest, because I are using my chest and I feel it in my chest, but it's not like flies where it's really isolated and I really feel my chest being burnt out. So it's kind of like a nice change of pace. And what I did with this video as opposed to the last one was I included all of my reps here so you guys can see everything I was doing, and you can kind of see I'm a little close to that bench and actually ended up knocking the weight over there, taps my head, but I went ahead and slid over a little bit. But I was trying to make a little room. As you can see, the gym got pretty busy throughout this workout, and you can see the guy doing pull-ups right here. You can see someone else doing incline presses, and we got guys on the bench, and people are everywhere at this point in the gym. So it was a little crowded, and I wanted to go ahead and still get my workout in, but I wanted to be able to record for you guys, which kind of left me in a weird angle. Typically, what I like to do is do this by the dumbbells and actually get a bench, but what I've been doing instead is setting up my phone here against the wall and using that to record, and I think it just works better. So it's worth having a little bit of a weird situation, but I can actually capture it on video for you guys so I can explain a little bit more of what I'm doing. And also, I went up a little bit with my chest fly weight. I was using 22.5 last week. I went up to 25 pounds because it was feeling a little bit light when I was doing it, and also realized I'm hitting these for, once again, 12 reps, as well as hitting them in quick succession. So I'm not giving my chest time to relax and, you know, rest. So for a lot of times my weights are a little lower because my body is going quickly from thing to thing, and my arms and legs or whatever I'm working at the time get burned out really quickly. And that shot right there, I look oddly thin, and I don't like that. I look ridiculously thin. But as you can see here, one more set of these straight arm dumbbell pullovers. And here I'm doing 8 reps of 50 pounds. And once again, 3 sets of each. Wow, I didn't realize how busy the gym was when I was recording this. But one more set here. We're on our final one. You can see this girl setting up to do something besides the fact. And I was worried she was going to get right in the way of the camera, but she was right next to it. So kind of nice. We still were able to record. And you can see just how busy Lifetime gets. Still working on the best time to go. And I think it's somewhere between the regular time. So not in the morning, unless you're doing it like 4 in the morning. Not at lunchtime, because it seems like that's when a lot of high school and college guys go in. More like 10 a.m., 11 a.m., around there, maybe 11. That might be even too late. And then between like 2 and 4, and then maybe at like 10 p.m. to like midnight. Those are pretty empty times. I also want to mention briefly here, I feel like it's a good time, since we have one more set of this superset, to bring up some points for this week. So as many of you know already that watch the videos, this whole week was ideally supposed to be just showing people the workouts that I do and kind of give my philosophy of working out. So you guys know, like for me, I like to be in the gym for 45 minutes, maybe 30 minutes, maybe an hour, but I like to really be quick about my workouts. I like to be precise, make sure my stuff's done, and then go home and continue on with my day. So my focus isn't to stay in the gym for 2 hours when I can make the same amount of gains pretty quickly. So that's kind of some of the stuff I want to point out, but also know that the weeks are going to be changing. So in the coming weeks, we'll kind of change this up, do some more videos maybe for athletes like cutting weight, talk about like scale stuff. That's a big thing to me, at least, is like numbers on a scale change so much. Whereas for me, in like a regular week, my weight can vary like 9 to 10 pounds just on water alone. And a lot of that's like water retention, how much I'm drinking, and all kinds of stuff like that. So stuff will be changing in the future here. So just bear with us here as I'm kind of adjusting to the channel and seeing what you guys are interested in and what my friends are interested in, because it's a lot of the reason why the channel was created, just to help people make progress and meet the goals they want. So anyway, finishing up this workout here, we only have a few seconds left, but also mentioning we're doing chin-ups here as a kind of break for chest, and then also doing bent over barbell rows, and then also lying T-bar rows were mixed in there, but the T-bar machine was pretty far away, so I didn't record that. Just showing the bent over rows and the pull-ups, and then 3 sets of each. I'm kind of doing a big superset here, throwing in the pull-ups as a mix between the bent over barbell rows and the lying T-bar rows. And I also threw on my belt there just because my back was sore. So anyway, I tried to rush through that quickly, guys. I apologize, but I'll leave you with this and then go ahead and give you guys my post-workout commentary. All right, so I just got out of the gym and destroyed this here Quest bar, the double chocolate chunk flavor. Really good flavor, and I think it's like the only good one at Lifetime. They have like cinnamon bun and some lemon one, but really the double chocolate chunk is the way to go. 160 calories, like 20 grams of protein. Sweating like crazy in my car. Probably because the heat's on. That was a mistake. Anyway, I don't have any protein powder with me. I usually don't drink protein powder after workouts, and I know, yeah, you're not going to make any gains without protein powder. At least that's what everyone seems to say, but I don't need protein powder after the gym, and it just so happened that I wanted a Quest bar today, so I had that, so that kind of works as a protein shake. But in reality, I don't really care about my protein when I get it. I just make sure I get my like 160-ish grams a day, and being that it's only 8:30 and I've been up for it's 10:30. I've been up for 2.5 hours and I've had 88 grams of protein today already. I'm not really worried about having protein powder on top of that. I'd be at like 100 grams and still have the vast majority of the day. So I'm pretty full. Just had my Quest bar. Gonna have the rest of this water. I really drink a lot of water, but I'm not too worried about protein. So I'll make videos on this in the future, but supplements in general you don't need, because you can get all your protein from whole foods and regular foods. So if I went home and had a chicken breast instead of a Quest bar, I'd be in the same situation, if not better, because it's a whole protein source. So protein powder is great, but at the end of the day, that 20 grams of protein is really easy to get from other things like eggs and things like that in the morning, or if you're going to bed at night, maybe have a ham sandwich or something like that, and you'd easily hit those protein goals anyway. So all stuff to talk about in the future, and I will definitely talk about. As far as that workout goes, it was really good. I wanted to tan a little afterwards to work on this paper looking tan that I have going on. You guys can kind of see that, but not as, I guess I look really, really white in this video, but not as bad in real life. But still, I want to work on the tan a little bit, but it's kind of cloudy, and I have a bunch of work to get done. So I think it was lifting hat worthy, though. Whenever I get a good workout in, I seem to be wearing this hat. I guess it's kind of a thing I do, but I'm not sure why I do it. I only do it on the video. So yeah, a little bit more of a shtick similar to the handstand stuff that I've been doing. But that's it, guys. That's another workout. Hope you enjoyed the commentary in the video. And of course, if you did, leave a thumbs up and a favorite, and I'll catch you guys in the next one tomorrow. I think the way my program works is it is chest, legs, shoulders, and then there's biceps, triceps, and abs kind of all thrown in there too. But the main thing is chest, legs, and shoulders, and it's kind of broken up like that with a little bit of like accessory type workouts like curls and things like that to work your triceps, biceps. There's dips and things like that in there too. So the way it works was I did chest Tuesday, legs Wednesday, Thursday was shoulders, and then today's Friday and I did chest. So tomorrow I think is legs, and then after that Sunday will be, yeah, Sunday, I'm trying to think out my head. Sunday would be shoulders, and then Monday what I'll do is do some cardio and ab work, just specifically cardio and abs, and I'm going to show you guys a pretty cool cardio workout. I plan to go to a hill and run that a little bit and see how my cardio is, because I assume it's not too great. But yeah, that's kind of the workout plan as far as what it goes. It does also change, so my alternative workouts are like my not my squat, my bench, and my deadlift all change other than that. So like I did T-bar rows on Monday, I did T-bar rows today, but I did a few different things today too. So it kind of all mixes up, and I know tomorrow for leg day it's more calf based than before. Before it was more based on squats and things like that. So it all changes up. I'm done rambling. I've been rambling for like 4 minutes it looks like. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a thumbs up and a favorite, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow for a leg workout, and then I'll make sure I get my shoulders this week as well. So thanks for watching. Until next time, peace, and here is the outro.